gotta be the mushrooms, right?
Well, aren't you a breath of fresh air?
Thank you?
Musty old place like this, there's so little to really inhale. Come on over here so I can take you in.
I'm good, thanks.
Oh, such a tease. I like it.
Pretty sure it's a regular old music box, but hard to tell right now. I hate stuff like that. Just makes me feel stupid.
Let me take your breath away. Don't make me wait too long.
It's a typical smoking pipe. That can't be real, can it?
Excuse me, could you please lower your volume?
I wasn't even talking.
Ah, quiet! Your stomach is too loud, let alone the speaking.
Oh, sorry about that?
Please keep your distance, okay? I'm sick of all the bodily noises that happen in here. Wish I could just drown them out. Enough with all the noise!
Never seen green or purple fire before. Burning myself isn't going to help with whatever's happening to me. It's sticking out the side of the clock. Don't let it do something gross! It's gotta be the mushrooms, right?
Ah! What is that? It's hairy, sweaty, probably deadly! Can't look at it, but can't look away!
You know I can hear you.
Oh no, it talks! It probably can't reach you. Just act natural, and it'll leave.
I'm too woozy to read it from here, but there is writing on it. Looks like it's a letter from a friend of the doctor. Nothing about Lena. It's missing its wind-up key. Is that blood? Is that my blood? Hopefully I have plenty inside me already. Looks normal enough, unlike everything else in here. Huh, I think it's attached to the table. There's nothing on it. It's packed with all sorts of colorful, unlabeled bottles. Bad idea. They might help me feel better, or they might kill me. That can't be real, can it?
Ah, a lesser organism.
Excuse you, at least I have a skull.
A skull? Nothing but a growth-stunting cage. I do hope you've managed to find some semblance of purpose within that limited potential of yours.
You know, being a big brain doesn't automatically make you smarter than everyone.
No, it doesn't. But it does automatically make me smarter than you.
How do you figure?
Well, let's see. In just the last few hours, you've broken into a stranger's house for virtually no reason, caused the death of an innocent motorist to get back into that house, and nearly killed yourself eating wild mushrooms so you could root through a filing cabinet.
How do you know all that?
And to top it all off, you don't understand how I know all that. Strange, really.
I need something from that filing cabinet.
I know you think that, but you don't, and you can't have it anyway.
Why not?
Mostly for your own safety. You'll use it to do something extraordinarily stupid. Might get yourself thrown in prison, or killed, or worse.
Worse?
Worse.
You can't stop me from looking in the filing cabinet.
Of course I can. I'm right here, hovering ominously above it.
What are you gonna do to stop me?
Wrap my tentacles around your neck and render you unconscious until the doctor returns.
I'd like to see you try.
No, you most certainly would not.
You know what? I'm starting to get the feeling that you aren't real.
I'm no less real than anything else around here.
You can't expect me to believe that.
Did Plato expect those dimwits to believe they were trapped in a cave?
What?
Oh, nothing. Cheerio!
It's for getting a good look at whatever's wrong. The lamp's shining on it. Huh, I think it's attached to the table.
Ah! Ow! 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 Too much! Don't look! Don't look! Ow! Ow! Ow!
The key from the clock should let me wind it up now. Hey, give this a listen.
That sounds nice. Like I don't want to squish you into a pulp quite so badly. Hand it over. Look, just try to keep it down, yeah? Okay, good talk.
It's a typical smoking pipe. How about breathing this pipe instead of me?
Oh, darling. Yes, please. I noticed you sneak it away from that fluttering killjoy. Is it nice and lit for me?
Oh, no.
Tisk tisk. What sort of gentleman offers a lady a smoke and doesn't even light it? You ought to know better.
Right, sorry, miss. Looks like it's a letter from a friend of the doctor. Nothing about Lena. Looks like it's a letter. That seems pointless. It's been packed. It's been packed, but it isn't lit. It's been packed. If I put it in there directly, I might destroy it. It's the way out, but I can't leave until I find Lena's file. A lit pipe for the lady.
Yes! Hand it to me, darling. Oh, how I've longed for this. You behave yourself while I enjoy my little treat. Air kisses.
I've never been able to wrap my brain around stuff like this.
What have you found there?
Oh, some puzzle. Can't make heads or tails of it.
Unsurprising. Hand it over. Ah, a primitive color-matching affair. Rotating the top should... but then this yellow square would... I'm going to borrow this for a moment. Try not to do anything unintelligent.
Finally. Here we go. What? There's only one document in Lena's file. Whatever, I need to copy this down and get out of here. Safety. Oh, fresh air. I feel almost back to normal. Hope I didn't leave too much evidence of my snooping.
Miriam, could you bring the broom, please?
Now, what did I even write when I was in there? What the hell? All I got was this? Oh, mushrooms must have hit even harder than I thought. Unless this is some kind of code that I left for myself? But a code for what? And how am I supposed to crack it? The ground here looks different from the rest of the shoreline. I'll grab a handful. I've already taken enough. Soft, but not too soft. Seems like perfect clay. It's my manuscript, now with no cover on it.
The Earthshaper returns. You have clay for me.
Good guess.
Something like that. In return, you take any item in the shop.
Even one of those chips?
You will use it to defraud the casino.
Oh, no, I have a wobbly table. I'll slide it under a leg.
Ah, yes. I am familiar with wobbly legs. You help yourself. They aren't painted anyway. The casino paints the chips after I make them.
Thanks for this.
Thank you for my clay.
The potter made it. Same shape as any other gambling chip, but not the same color. It's for catching fish, or anything else bigger than the holes, I guess. Time to go fishing.
Don't eat the breadsticks. They're for decoration.
Could you toss that dough again?
Well, if you're gonna twist my arm. Oh, for crying out loud! You know what? Screw this. I'm having a smoke. Anybody leaves without paying, I burn your house down.
He seriously overworked that dough. It's good for nothing. It's like a giant wooden spatula. Looks like it's been sitting here for years. Looks awfully small for an anchor. Probably why this boat ran aground. It's still attached to the boat with a rope. It's lighter than I expected it to be. Some rope is still attached. This should work as a paddle, at least well enough to get me to that lighthouse and back. Whoa, hey! What was that? I can't see a thing down there. Better not be a whale. I'm not trying to get swallowed like Geppetto. It looks built to keep people out. Wonder if kids used to sneak in here. Guess nobody's home. It's probably for heating. Something tells me I can't reach that. Nice. That's the brightest light I've ever seen. I mean, besides the sun. It's full of a thick industrial chemical. I think it's liquid rubber. Dangerous leaving tools lying around like this. That's no use to me. No. It's a serious saw for serious woodworking. Turning this changes where the lighthouse is pointing. This must control the rotation of the lighthouse. I shouldn't mess with it without a good reason. They should get a locker open without causing too much obvious damage. There we go. What the hell is this thing? Not sure what I was expecting to be in here, but ornate ritual staff wasn't it. I've opened the middle locker. I don't see anything else in there worth taking. It's either a priceless artifact or a worthless costume accessory.
I'm watching you, Mr. Green.
I'm on my best behavior, Sheriff.
Good. Keep it up. I'm still right here, Mr. Green. I'm still right here, Mr. Green.
As if he didn't already want to lock me up.
I'm still right here, Mr.
Is that engine running? What's that clatter? How'd it get in there? I don't know the first thing about cars. Pretty. I've already taken enough. I've already taken enough. It probably controls the electricity for this building. They're completely shot. No wonder the lights are out in there. What the?
Careful there. Floor's a little slippery.
Slippery? This place is completely flooded. If I slip, I might drown.
Now that'd be something to see.
A variety of attractive wrist and pocket watches. They're all set to different times. Come to think of it, what time is it? His business is completely flooded, and he barely seems to notice.
It's always a good time for a good timepiece.
Why is it so dark in here?
Fuse is blue. Happens every time it rains.
Every time? Isn't that dangerous?
Oh, just inconvenient. Those were my last couple good ones. Can't pick up any replacements till tomorrow.
Everything's drenched in here. How'd this happen?
It's been raining, silly.
We're inside, silly.
I have a gigantic leak in my roof that I haven't bothered to fix in years, silly.
Well, that clears things up. Silly. You made all these, huh?
Every one. Well, except the watch I'm wearing. Keeps me humble.
They're such different sizes. Doesn't that make it tricky?
Not really. Clock's just a circle that tells time. What's it matter how big the circle is?
I guess you're the expert. A compass is kind of like a clock, right? Think you could fix up this one?
Compass? That ain't even close to a clock. Oh, would you look at the time? It's 1/4 south. See how stupid that sounds?
Still, I feel like a lot of the precision that goes into watch repair would...
Would nothing. My tools are calibrated for clockwork. End of story.
What if I bring you some working fuses? Would you fix my compass then?
Most days I'd sooner keel over than even entertain the thought. But I do enjoy seeing more than 3 feet in front of my face. Fine, you get me fuses, I'll make an exception. One exception. Hurry back!
It's full of screwdrivers and brushes for precision repairs.
Hey, leave those to the professionals. Can't have you choking on a tiny screw.
It's locked. Whenever you see one of these, you can't help but wonder what's down there. Fugitive at large, Sammy Pillow Fight Marino. Considered armed and not even remotely dangerous. I'm not talking. I wouldn't know what to do with that. Automaton. The sign's all rusted. There's no way I'm forcing that padlock open. Keep out. I don't want to go in there anyway. Whoa, look at the size of this place. It could probably fit everybody in the whole town. I don't think it could look more foreboding if it tried. I'll stay out here. Bad enough that I'm in this house at all.
I'm still right here.
She ought to be in pictures. The moving ones, I mean. She makes me feel like I'm about to get my knuckles wrapped. Those things look like they could suck the brain right out of your head. They must control the power to these colossal hair dryers.
Sir, don't touch that! These machines cost a fortune!
No shortage of colors to choose from.
I'm afraid those aren't for sale, sir. We use them here in the salon. Please don't touch the nail polish, sir. If you're interested in a manicure, just let me know.
She's giving one hell of a thorough pedicure.
Apparently he's been doing it for as long as they've been together.
You're kidding! It's so disgusting. How can she stand it?
That's what I said! Oh, I think you have a delivery, Mary.
Can I help you, sir?
Who's this gross guy you're talking about?
I'm sorry, does that sound like it's any of your business?
Annette, he might be a customer. Are you a customer, sir?
No.
Then I'm sorry, does that sound like it's any of your business?
Are there any new fashionable trends I should look into?
No offense, but it looks like you should start by studying the basics.
That's very offensive.
Sir, Annette said no offense. That means you can't get offended.
Those machines are huge. They look pretty dangerous.
They do?
No, Annette. Don't listen to the uninformed gentleman. The hair dryers are indeed large, sir, but they are perfectly safe.
How hot do those things get? Could that damage your hair?
Wait, could it, Mary?
No! Sir, you are distressing my client. If you have no business here, please leave.
Either of you smell burning?
Burning? Oh my god! Do I?
No burning, Annette. Zero burning. Just dry, healthy hair. Sir, get out already. Please come again.
Effortlessly mysterious. I imagine it's for employees only. It's an enormous amount of hair from the barber's clients.
Please don't touch the hair clippings, sir. It's unhygienic and odd.
Sure enough, it's holding a coat. Classic and clean. It's like the barber's equivalent of a doctorate. I've always been more of a sideburns guy. Hey, I know that guy. Looks new. I wonder who cuts his hair.
Just the fellow I wanted to see.
You know me?
I know everything that I need to.
Which is...
That you are a man in dire need of a barber.
There's hair all over the floor.
First time in a barber shop?
No, it's just usually they sweep it.
As I will be doing when I close up. I collect it and sell it to local farmers as fertilizer.
Does hair work as fertilizer?
I have no idea.
Mind if I grab a handful of that hair? You seem to have plenty.
Whatever do you want it for?
I don't know.
Surely you see the absurdity in that, yes?
Yes. So can I grab some?
No. As I told you already, I sell it.
You ever nick anybody with that razor over there? Looks sharp.
Indeed it is sharp. It is in fact much more dangerous if dull. And I can assure you I have never injured a client. To do so would be disastrous to my reputation. Not to mention my minor aversion to blood.
You said you have an aversion to blood. How bad is it?
Why, you're not bleeding, are you? You have to tell me if you're bleeding. It's the law.
So pretty bad then.
All things being equal, I would strongly prefer not to be in the same room as an actively bleeding individual. I will leave it at that.
What do you charge for a haircut? I'm low on cash at the moment.
How much do you have?
0.
Ah, I fear I charge a touch more than 0. But seeing as how I'm newly arrived in town, allow me to offer you a complimentary shave. Provided that you return for a proper haircut whenever your wallet allows, of course.
I suppose a quick shave wouldn't hurt.
That's the spirit. Have a seat. There we are, my friend. Do come back when you find the time. And money.
The vendor said they're expired. Still might have a use. Would you mind touching up my shave? I think you missed a spot.
That won't do at all. Take a seat.
Gotcha. Did I spook you there? Just a little ketchup prank. Sir? What the? He can't be. You call this a minor aversion of blood? I didn't, it was just, he... He was in my nightmare, like the man in the car. How many other heads were mounted on that wall, besides mine? Am I next? What am I supposed to do? I can't tell the sheriff, and if I leave town, he'll have all the more reason to suspect me. I'm stuck. I can't believe this. There's no talking to him now. I have no idea why I would need this, but he definitely doesn't need it anymore. Locked. I don't need to go anyway. I'd rather not steal clothes after what happened last time. A disgusting pile of somebody else's hair. Why'd I pick this up again? Pardon me, ladies. I dropped my wallet.
Klutz.
Not to be a broken record,
What is it now, sir?
there's an awful lot of hair on the floor. Is the hairdryer supposed to do that?
That's my hair! My beautiful hair is ruined!
Annette, I'm so sorry. This has never happened.
Well, that went better than the prank with the barber. There's a nearly empty bottle of nail polish here. She probably won't miss it. There are plenty of full ones. It's a bold, vivid green. Not too shabby. Looks real enough to me, anyway. Looks exactly like the real thing. I'd bet on it.